Hey guys, this is John. I'm playing IvanMolotov. Let's play e4 in this one. Oh, he's got a little avatar of a chessboard. That's cool. I guess we'll go open Sicilian. Been a while since I played e4, so hopefully I don't get thrashed in some sort of accelerated dragon that we're headed into. So here, bishop b3 is the move because knight takes e4 is actually a threat. So let's see how this line shapes up. He plays d6, huh? So I play h3 or f3 here, because now knight g4 is being menaced. I think probably f3 makes a little more sense. Let's do that. He takes, okay. All right, so he's trying to gear up for b5. I don't know that I want to play, well, let's just go a4 for simplicity's sake, but I'm not sure I want to play that move, to be honest. Let's reroute this guy. Maybe give a check here. Centralize. You can try to get the queens off the board with queen b6, and he does. Because eventually, I think he's going to want to put his knight on c5, so I want to be prepared for that eventuality. Let's just bring our king up. I think he's going to play knight d7. Yeah. So he's headed for c5. Let's go c3 and stick the bishop back on c2. I'm not sure how this structure will shape up. I guess we'll find out. Go h4. Expect him to play h5 maybe. Plays h6 instead. Because I want to go b4. I would love to play b4 sooner or later. In fact, maybe for that reason, maybe I'll go here and try to double my rooks on the a file. I think that's the most logical way of proceeding. Wants to trade knights, huh? Nah, let's keep the knights on the board. I want to keep a little tension. How about rook d5 though? I'm okay with rook d5. Would not be opposed to a rook trade. What about h5? h5 might not be that bad. Maybe I can use the weakness of the f5 square at some point. Jeez, man, he's moving fast. All these guys move fast. Okay, here I'm going to abandon my plan of doing something down the a file. I'm going to choose a different route. Different strategy. Let's go bishop b3, send you back. Let's go rook here. I think I'm going to go f4 soon. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. f4. He might go b5. Bishop there. No trades. Ooh. Problem is he can take. Okay, he could have captured on there, and my my pawn on h5 might have been an issue. It's an interesting position. Let's go bishop here. Okay, now I have this move, right? And if rook here, I have bishop d5. Okay, I like this because I'm pinning him now. Let's go. Man. Ooh, check is probably a good idea.
Check.
Let's go check. I like that move. Because now if king takes, I can go rook f1. And if pawn takes, I can take on d6. Yeah. Okay. I have a good position. Time is going to be a problem, though. Time is going to be a big problem. Let's take. Time is going to be an issue. Just going to have to go fast now. Okay, now I'm threatening his knight, and I can get in here. He should play. Again, I'm doing well. He can't move his bishop. He can give me a check on g4, but I just go king d4. He has to go king g6 maybe, but then I have knight e7. Okay, I'm winning now, I think. But again, the time is an issue. Just do that. Don't think he has a defense. King g6 is the only move I see to defend that. Oh no, he can move this now because the knight's defending h6. Duh.
Time warning.
Okay, let's do something.
Check.
We're going to do something potentially dumb. Potentially dumb.
Check.
But I kind of like where this is heading. Because my king is so active. Just super active.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
Okay.
Check. Check.
Just
check.
Super active. Let's eliminate that last pawn
Check.
that he has. Let's see if we can checkmate him in this allotted time.
Checkmate.
Ooh, I got him. Okay. Woo, that was a nail biter. Got him right at the end. Half a second remaining on my clock. Okay, that one was fun. Out of the opening, didn't feel I got much. But the position in the middle game was perhaps slightly more pleasant for me. So I was expressing some reservations about playing the move a4 on move 12 because I didn't want to weaken the b4 square. But as long as I'm cognizant of which minor pieces I'm trading, I maybe retain a slight edge here. And I wanted to advance my king, get that into the game. You notice several points in this one where I declined certain trades. Like here I declined the knight trade. Because I feel like with him being slightly more cramped than me, a trade would benefit him. Also, my knight has potential to, if it could someday get into, like, for instance, d5, that would be great. So I could target e7 and b6. I actually thought for him, it might have been better for him to push b5 somewhere. Like, where was a moment where I thought b5 might be decent? Yeah, somewhere like right here. Like going b5, and if taking with the knight or the bishop, and maybe trying to play a4, a3. Little minority attack against these two pawns. So that was one thought for him as far as counterplay goes. Again, I avoid the trade. I want to keep him cramped. Also, I didn't want to weaken my a4 pawn with a trade of the light square bishops. Okay, here when I played f4, I think that's a bad move because I think you can just take. And the rook attacks h5. And to avoid losing that pawn, I might have to, take with the knight, which I really don't want to do. Because then I've weakened this e4 pawn. This is not a structure I had envisioned when I played f4. So let's check that moment with the engine. It actually says 98.
Check.
Yeah, but taking is also good for black. What did he do? He played knight e6. Ah, and I could have played e5, exploiting the pin on the d file. Well, I'm really glad that I found the move f6 coming up. That was just a super important move. Because he got a little discombobulated. And actually, I could have played f6 even here, couldn't I? Might even be stronger at this moment. Because then if he takes with the pawn, I just take here and forking the two rooks. And yeah, this is really bad. Yeah, so I bet f6 was even better here. Yep. It's amazing. That move's just almost winning for white. It is winning for white. So his knight c6 move was pretty awful, allowing knight b5 with tempo. Yeah, the computer is already saying he should just pitch the exchange here. Play knight e5. Huh. Yeah, because if he leaves the knight on d8 for now, then f7 is better fortified. So f6 is probably not going to be winning for white. Yeah, f6 even here when I did it was also pretty good. Take, take. Did I miss something even easier? Okay, I guess taking on c6 and then knight f5 check was also good. Because of stuff like this. Attacking the bishop, maybe getting in here. Yeah, even though he can take this pawn with tempo, white is very dominantly placed here. This knight is just fantastic. And when I win that pawn on f6, he's in deep trouble. Cool. So what did I do? I took on f7. I think taking on h5 was not good for him. He should just move this knight away. Taking on h5, and I got this move in. Okay, even here, knight takes h6 is decent. Because I can just take on c6, right? He's got that knight hanging.
Check.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to consider this. I knew my position was good after rook h1. I thought I was winning on the
Check.
spot, but then I realized that, oh, actually this knight helps defend the pawn.
Check.
Then I went for something which I thought was a little crazy,
Check.
but in time pressure it looked good. I see the computer prefers the more mundane move, knight takes h6, with the idea of doubling the rooks up to win the piece back. But I really liked my knight on f5.
Check.
So I just sacked that rook and then played this. Okay, I'm glad that
Check.
the computer still likes my position even after I make this sacrifice. Because I think with the combination of this well-outposted knight, my active king, the fact that all his pieces are stuck on the back rank, and I'm only down 1 point in material, I felt this was very promising. Now it was just a race against the clock, trying to shut down his 2-to-1 time advantage. He tried some typical blitz moves like b5, trying to catch me pre-moving a couple times. Almost punished me with a3. But fortunately I had b7 hitting his rook, which gave me time to reassess and take that pawn.
Check.
Yeah, and ended up getting the mate off
Check.
in time.
Check. Check.
Pick off his last pawn and
Check.
luckily had just enough time to execute this. I guess he could have taken my rook here, but...
Checkmate.
Alright, exciting one. Exciting accelerated dragon game. Thank you guys for watching, and please leave me any feedback in the comments. Talk to you guys later.